want to over deliver and just make an offer that is too good to. We want to make people feel stupid to refuse to buy this kind of offer.
This is Leanna back with another episode of the JVZoo show. And today we are here with, Simon told me I can call him Mr. Number One. I am here with the number one vendor in JVZoo. He's actually held this spot for the last few years since 2021. Abhi, so great to see you today.
I'm so happy to be on the call today with you, Anna.
Again, you're the number one. You're the number one vendor. That's tremendous. Congratulations on that. Like, can you share a little bit about? Like, let's just go back here. Like, how did this start?
Yeah, so I've been creating products, launching products for really really long time, like as long as I can remember. So the very first product I ever created back in, I think that was like 2006 or 7. Um, there used to be a forum called Digital Point Forum. That was the only forum. There was no Worry Forum, no JVZoo. I think ClickBank was just about to get started back then. Um, so yeah, that was the time I launched my first product on a forum in CPA marketing, and then ever since we've just created a lot of info products, and then we moved slowly into software product because that's my background as a programmer, and we partnered up with some incredibly talented people and. Who ended up being mentors to me. I've learned a lot from them, and yeah, long story short, we've had some incredible success bringing out good products, solving real world problems, and helping our customers, make money online using their online and offline businesses.
So, was there a moment when you just realized that what you've built with all the different products and software you created, like this was actually going to be something pretty big? Or did it just happen organically?
I would say it was a bit both. So it was a bit of a planning and a bit of organic as well. So we planned on building a brand of video products and like build multiple different products in the video niche that would solve anything and everything related to video. So video creator to video syndication to video ranking to video transcription, translation, everything. And we added like a marketing angle to it, like how um, an online marketer or somebody who has an online business or somebody who has an offline business transitioning to online can leverage these to grow their business. So the original plan was to build this brand and umbrella all the apps into it, and then yeah, organically we just went on creating and launching products in the same niche, uh, depending on the market demand and what people were looking for. So yeah, I would say it's like a bit of a both, like a little bit of planning, a little bit of organic. Oh, the very first product back in 2006 was it was called CPA Pod. It was an info product, a PDF guide on how to market CPA offers with some done for you stuff included in it. And I think we sold it at $17. The very first product I did with a partner, a software product, was called I think WP Dollar, which was a WordPress plugin that would uh, put ClickBank product ads in between WordPress blog post, so you could earn money as an affiliate. I did that with Martin Crumlish. We were back then. We were using a different platform. Right about a year before JVZoo was launched, and Martin was the number one vendor on that other platform that we used. And yeah, a year later, JVZoo launched, and we've been with JVZoo ever since then.
Wow. Do you have a favorite product out of your suite of software?
Yeah, I try not to have a favorite because everything I build is a baby to me, and we're very proud of it. And this is something a really, really smart marketer once told me. Like when you build a product yourself, you are a bit possessive about the product and you don't really see the flaws in it, which is why it's really important to have a third eye on it, like have a third party look into it and give you a clear feedback. Not just the product, like the marketing, the funnel, the copy, everything. Because it's your baby, so you're usually like so proud of it and you don't see the flaws in it. So yeah, I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but I think any product that solves our customers' problem. I'm very proud of it, and I'm happy that me and the team were able to put it all together. I would say so. There was a product that we had to shut down back in 2019 because that's what Facebook wanted us to do. But we did about 2.5 million on it in about, I think, 1.5 year before we had to shut the product off, like the sales off. Recently, I think our top seller is Course Reel, that helps people create video courses using AI and just like a keyword. So those two have been really, really good.
I really like how each time you've talked about your products, you really tie it back to it's a problem that you're solving. It wasn't just, hey, I feel like making this, right? Or this looks trendy,
Yeah.
right? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. So when it comes to building products, it's always been, when it comes to building companies, it's always been about solving a real world problem. You don't go out there building company that produces something that nobody wants just because you like it, right? So every time we build something, we look at an existing problem and we try to see what we can do to simplify it, scale it, or automate it, right? I used to call this the AS formula: automate, simplify, or scale. So anytime we look at a real world problem, we try and see how can we make it easier for users to solve this problem or achieve to the end result that they want to do it. And that's how we build product, instead of like, just coming out with some random idea. Because also when you try and sell the product, it's a lot easier to sell a product to people when they're aware of the problem, than convincing them that, oh, there's a problem and here's the solution, right? So it just makes it so much easier for us to sell the product as well. It's like it's in demand with the people.
And once you've decided what problem you're going to solve and then match the product to that, how do you test it? Like, how do you determine whether, how far you should just go all in on it? Because I'm sure you don't just go full tilt, right, with every single product idea you have.
Yeah, so when we build a product, we have like a little beta group. We run the idea through the beta group. We run the beta version through that group and get some feedback. We launch it with our affiliates. And I'm a big believer of MVP. I'm not a perfectionist. I used to be, but I'm a big believer of MVP. You got to build it. You got to get it out there, and then you fix it on the way, right? If something breaks, you fix it on the way, because there's no such thing as perfect time of perfection. So yeah, we run the idea and the beta version through our group, and once we get decent feedback, we launch it. And then once we launch it, we get a better idea of how well the market is perceiving the product, and based on the reviews, the feedback, and the sales, we decide how much we want to scale that specific product, or we just want to let it run organically.
I think something that a lot of even affiliates, especially the newer affiliates, are not always aware of is it's not just about launching the product, but it's also building that funnel, right? That offer stack. Can you just walk us through a little bit about how you approach that as well, in terms of figuring out how do you divide it all up, and how do you decide, what goes where, and the pricing?
Excuse me. Yeah, so I think what we want to do when we build the funnel is we want to over deliver and just make an offer that is too good to refuse. We want to make people feel stupid to refuse to buy this kind of offer. So that's the approach we always take. That's what we go after. And yeah, so on the front end, we try and offer something that users can use and get some sort of results from. And then, you know, on the funnel, we try and maximize it, give them additional stuff, more features, language features, and all that stuff.
So, I think it's probably us marketers' fault, but I think that people think that, oh, you're as a product creator, a SaaS owner, especially in this world of vibe coding, that this is easy money, right? Easy success. But we know it's far from it. So, but what does a typical like launch week look like for you when you're doing a new product?
So when I used to do it all by myself, it was oh wow, like a whole anxiety. 24/7. Because I work from the other side of the world, and we're launching in EST, Eastern Standard Time Zone. So it's like I'm working all night when it's daytime there. But it should be fun. But you got to check all your sales pages are up, your pages are running, your VSLs are up. All your affiliates have all the information, everything that they need, all the resources, and everything has been communicated to them correctly. You want to make sure all your links, everything is working. Your emails are scheduled. None of them have dead links. Your webinar is ready. You want to make sure your split test is ready. The coupons are working. So you get a little checklist that you have to go through. Check, 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 check. And yeah, once all of that is done and you've set it all up, it's just just waiting to hit the go live button and getting it uh, going. Now we have a very well-oiled machine and proper simple operations with team leads and everybody. So there's a team lead for designing the pages and writing the sales copy. There's team lead for JV recruitment and JV management and all that stuff. So it's a lot more easier now. I just like check on and get reports from the leads, and if all looks good, we just go ahead with it. But yeah, as long as you build like systems, you build like checklists, so you don't forget anything. It's not really that difficult to do.
And then, just thinking about all the moving pieces, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of different things happen over the years with product launches and then also working with affiliates. What do you think about just this whole, industry that we're in? What do you think that most people never really understand about how it actually works and how, you can be so successful in this industry?
I think just like any other business, any other industry, the core thing here again is to serve the people, to help them achieve the results that they want to do, help them solve the problem that they want to solve. And I think a lot of people forget that. They go on trying to sell them anything and everything, which is where you lose trust with the audience. Um, and yeah, I think the biggest thing would be here again to always remember that at the end of the day, when you send an email broadcast to 20,000 people, 100,000 people, on the other side of that email, there's a real human sitting on that laptop, on that mobile phone, on that computer, reading that email in hopes that possibly this product is the solution they've been looking for. So yeah, you have to be consistent on that, in your messaging, in your branding, in the products that you pick to promote. You can't be promoting product A and then 2 days later promoting another product that is similar to product A, right? Because then this just creates a discrepancy. Like, which product do you trust, this one or this one? Or at least you have to explain like why are you recommending both the product, speaking as an affiliate. And for vendors, I would say like a lot of people don't understand what the market trends are, what people are looking for, and a lot of people tend to create products that they think are cool but not really solving any problem, right? You could create the best AI video creator right now, but it's really not solving any problem because there's so many of them out there already. There's Sora, there's Cora, there's all those things going on. There's so many mobile apps that are free to use, create all these simple videos. So again, you could create something like that, but it just is not what people want. So understanding your demographics needs, their problems, and trying to come up with a unique solution um, is going to guarantee product success. Yeah. The saying goes, be in the crowd, right? So instead of you looking at the market from the bird's eye view, you have to be in the market. You have to be one of those users, right? You have to get your feet wet and see um, what's working, what people are actually doing. You have to try those things. Like, for example, if you're a video marketer, go out there, create videos, go create shorts, publish them on Instagram, TikTok, see what challenges you face, and then you can try and solve that as a problem. And then also you also have to keep an eye on new opportunities. For example, TikTok Shop launched, so you know that's a huge new thing, and you can build a product around that makes it easier for people to list their products, to optimize their product, or just to get more visibility to their TikTok shops and stuff like that. So yeah, like being in the crowd, being in the niche, and then also being on top of new trends and new things that are coming out, and trying to help people be more aware of it and be able to use it a lot better. That's help coming up with a good product idea.
So what I'm hearing from you is to actually take action and try do the thing you're trying to solve, not just type in a ChatGPT, what do people want?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, see, ChatGPT is great, AI is great, but you will learn a lot more when you're actually in the field. It's There's nothing better than being in the field and seeing things and doing things yourself to understand. Oh, there's a better way. Oh, or I could just automate it so much better.
Do you think that that's a big reason of why you can keep putting out new products that are popular? Because like didn't just do it once, you've done it over and over and over again.
Yeah, yeah. That's our go-to way. Like I'm always in the market. I'm looking for what's going on, what's new, what's trending. We've always launched some of the market's first products. Um, the only reason we were able to do because we were in the market, we were talking to people, we were seeing what people are looking at. We were looking at places like Reddit, where most marketers in our market rarely go, and just reading what the chatter was about, what new tech was coming out, and how it can all be used.
And again, I'm sure you've seen over the years the top affiliates and other top creators come and go. What do you think is the real difference between, like, again, just from affiliates and product creators like yourself, the ones who have actually stayed, lasted, have lasting success, and the ones that are just sort of, like flash in the pan? You see them and then they're gone and you never hear from them again.
Yeah, so I guess the number one thing would be consistency, being humble at what you're doing, because I've seen a lot of people come in, be wildly successful, make a lot of money, get very cocky about it, and then they think that, oh, we're better than everybody else, we're better than this market, we're supposed to do something great, we would go out, build these billion-dollar startups, and then they go out, do that, and fail, and come back, and now nobody likes them. So being consistent, being humble about it, understanding uh, the fact that you should not destroy an existing business to build a new one. I mean, it's perfect if you want to go and do something else. We run multiple businesses in the IM, outside the internet marketing niche. We partner with a lot of people. I'm juggling at least 7 different projects at the same time, but I'm not sacrificing this one project so I can work on the other one because I'm too good to be working on this one. So yeah, I mean, consistency, being humble, and just keeping at it.
At your level of play in this marketing, in this business world, what's still really hard about this business for you?
I mean, I think the hardest thing would be, that's a really tough question. um, the hardest thing in here is to, again, scale at one point when you're working in the with the affiliates specifically. Um, at one point, you peak, you plateau. There's not a lot of growth, so trying to figure out how to scale and find newer affiliates, training the existing affiliates, building new vehicles for sales. That is one of the biggest challenges that we have faced in the past couple of years, and it has been a learning experience, and absolutely enjoy being in that cycle right now. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, but it only happens when you get to a certain pace. So like, this is something you shouldn't be worried about if you're getting started right now, or you have done a couple of launches. But yeah, it happens after a certain point.
Definitely. I know, like, there's definitely milestones where just I know the business just changes. Like, you get to a certain level and you're like, "Okay, it's a different game," and then it's gonna keep happening as you go to the next, plateau. So, if you could go back to the person who created the first product, what would you tell your younger self?
I played safe for quite a few years. um, I would say take more risk, um, invest more, in yourself, in the business. Don't try to cut corners. Those were the two things, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you sharing with us today. Hey, everyone, now you've just heard from the number one vendor at JVZoo. I'm Leanna. This is the JVZoo Show, and we'll see you in the next episode.